All right, today we are setting up, not really setting up, but we're cleaning up my very first tripod that I've ever bought, which is weird because I've been running a video production business for 5 years. And I just haven't seen a use for it. I mean, I've always set up the camera on the ground or on some boxes or on a table or whatever I need at that moment. And it hasn't felt like it's limited me that much. But I'm finally getting to a point in my career where like I'm starting to build out a camera rig and stuff like that. So I need something a little bit heavier duty and something that I can carry around and rely on. So I bought a used one off of Facebook Marketplace here in LA. So that kind of helped. I found a good deal. The MSRP for it's like $400 or something, and I got it for $200. So can't complain about that. It is a little rusty and it's got sand all over it. So I'm about to clean it up and then make sure I can get it all working and looking good and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll get to it and I'll show you the full finished rig once we're done with that. So I got the tripod pretty much all cleaned off. It looks pretty good now. Kind of hard to see on this camera, but yeah, it's looking good. Everything works. It didn't come with a tripod plate or a quick release plate, but I do have one that fits. So that worked. The only thing that's messed up is this leg. Everything extends fine. I think it's this one, except the short piece. So if I lift that up, that short piece should just fall, like super easy. Like if I open one of these, and this one, I was zoomed in and realized it, that short piece comes out just fine. That's how it should deploy, and it would make things so much easier. But as of now, it's not working. So I'm gonna grab some WD-40 from Target real quick and see if we can get this working. If not, the guy that I bought it off of said I could return it. So hopefully he wasn't lying to me, because that's like $200 there, and there was another one of these for like an extra 50 that I'm probably gonna end up getting. And hopefully that one works better than this. Alright, so WD-40 is acquired. Hopefully it'll work on this. I didn't end up getting it from Target. They were out of stock. And then it started raining like as soon as I got in there, so I had to buy an umbrella. And then I hit a Walgreens on the way home, and Walgreens had it. Shout out Walgreens. No sponsor. But I'm gonna spray it on the tripod and see if hopefully I can free up that leg and get it moving. Okay, so I definitely did not film any of the actual struggle today trying to get this to work. But I did find the WD-40, did start using it on that bummy leg, and everything seems to be working now. I think the main issue, because I don't know if this is the exact leg, but the main issue is this pole, or like in between here where this pole has to pass through, was filled with sand. And like everything else was kind of covered in sand. I didn't get a lot of good before videos or anything. But I basically had to go through, spray WD-40, move this up, wipe out all the sand, and just repeat that process like 10 to 20 times. And then I also came in here and loosened this screw up a little bit. And I think this might have been too tight. So it was gripping the pole a little bit too much, so I didn't want to slide either. And once I loosened that up, it worked fine. And now I have a working tripod. Got a great deal on it, saved about $200. Can't complain. Everything works pretty well. It doesn't have like variable settings as far as like how much resistance is on there. Like you can kind of control it, but it's really just like on and locked. Like there's no good balance between the two. But I'll take it, you know, like it works for what I need it to work for. I get to try more tripod stuff now. Like I said earlier, I've never had a tripod in my life. I have, but just not good tripods, and like I've never used them. The past 5 years that I've been running a video business, never bothered to use them. But this works. This will do for now. It'll get me where I need to go, and I didn't break the bank, so can't complain. Get the chance to film as much as I wanted to during April, and I'm actually re-recording this little thing because I kept saying so many times. So I'm going to start a little counter, but I'm going to do my best not to say it throughout this little recap. So we're going to go like kind of rapid fire. There's a second one. It's just so natural, man. Oh my God, this is going to be hard. Basically, what you're gonna see in the next episode is this little show that I went to that was really chill, super awesome, met some cool artists, very talented artists that I'm hopefully gonna be working with sometime in the near future. That'd be sick. And then the next day, literally like this was on a Friday, I shot a music video, went to this show, and then the next morning I went to this arts festival thing at LA City College for a music video workshop that was hosted by a director slash DP that I've known of for a while. One of my friends that used to live in LA, now he's back in New York, used to work with him a lot, but I've never met him in person. So I got to meet him in person, kind of exchange contact info and stuff, and hopefully I'll be working on some sets, or at least being able to shadow on a set or two and kind of see how bigger budget projects work and move. But we'll see, I haven't heard anything back about that yet. Still kind of waiting, just gonna be patient and hope for the best. Also met 2 other people that were there helping him that seemed super awesome, super talented, and kind of doing their own thing as well. And then before that workshop, I actually got there 30 minutes early, and I ended up meeting these couple, mom and dad, and their daughter runs this production company. But met them, did their little activity that was kind of more geared towards kids, but it was definitely fun. Got to exchange contact info with them as well, and they actually ended up contacting me that following Thursday, or Wednesday I guess, and gave me some work on Thursday. So that was my first paid project in LA. And then that night, this all happened. It was a crazy 3-day span. But I went to a show slash club night type thing. I thought it was a show, but it was just a club night hosted by Denzel Curry and Kinayata. Which, funny story about that, I was supposed to be in a Kinayata video as an extra. I had the location and the day and the time and everything, and I tried to get on to be like a behind the scenes filmer or something like that. Nobody responded to me, unfortunately, and then I showed up early, kind of waited around for like 10-20 minutes. Nobody showed up, so I was like, all right, I got things to do, went home, and then like later that night saw that they had posted that they were there, drifting cars, and Denzel Curry was there and stuff. And I don't think I've mentioned it anywhere on this channel before, but Denzel Curry is my favorite artist of all time. So I kind of missed out on that opportunity, and I was like, damn, like, man, like I really should have stuck around. And lesson learned, you know? But I got a second chance with this club night thing and showed up on time. There was like nobody there. Eventually, Denzel showed up. Didn't really find an opening to talk to him throughout the night. It was super loud in there anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But later that night, as he was leaving pretty much, I caught him outside. He was like shaken up with everybody leaving, and I was able to say what's up to him, shook up with him. Got to kind of say what I wanted to say, just tell him how big of a fan I am of his music and everything. Didn't necessarily get to say everything I wanted to say, but that's fine. Something tells me like this isn't the last time I'll get to meet him. But still, after being in LA for a month and getting to meet my favorite artist of all time, like I can't complain. Like it makes me super happy, super confident in the future and everything that I'm doing and where I'm gonna end up in the next couple of months. So feel great about that. I've had some other stuff happen here and there, but for the most part, like my first month in LA was incredible. You guys kind of saw a little piece of it in this video, but there's much more to come. So yeah, we'll see where the future takes us. I'll see you guys later.